Individual plan of study. Again, we're going through this pretty quickly. This is just a snapshot of where we're at. Our goal is that in the middle grades, somewhere in the middle grades, you choose 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. You want to start in 1st grade? We don't care. But you have to start somewhere in no later than 8th grade. Every student needs an IPS. And we're working on a program rubric that'll be aligned to KESA. You know, we probably have scaled this as fast as any of them. Many of you are involved with that. It's really about the process. I tell people all the time, I don't care that a 7th grader says to me, I want to be a veterinarian. There's no correlation between that 7th grader saying that and what he or she's going to be. The only reason they tell you that in 7th grade is that they love animals, which has no correlation to them becoming a vet. I mean, well, this much. They better love science, okay? They better strap it on microbiology and advanced chem, all right? And the minute you ask them that and they go, get ready, you're going to the Humane Society then. You're a dog walker. You're not a vet, okay? And I didn't realize this. So I had severe asthma as a kid, and I thought the greatest thing, I'm old enough that there was no treatment for that. Really, you had to go to the hospital, and they shot you with an IV, and they put you in an oxygen tent. The invention, at least it probably happened 30 years before it got to Coffeyville, but the invention of what was called an intermittent pressure breathing machine. I could go to the hospital, I could suck on this machine. It's an inhaler today. And in 15 minutes, I could breathe. And that didn't happen. I was so intrigued that the respiratory therapist said, hey, we've got these night classes. Would you like to take those? And I did, and I became a certified respiratory therapist a long time ago. And I worked in a hospital through high school and through college, and then became a teacher. And while I was doing that, people would say in the hospital, you're going to become a teacher? I don't know. I like both. And you know what I liked? Helping people. That's what you're after, right? If you can have a young person articulate, I want to help people, they could be in ministry, nursing, education, social work. That's important. I want to build things. Now, if they get to where I want to be a Mason, that's gravy. But many kids, and one I'm scholarshiping at Wichita State, left to be a social worker and went to Wichita State. And when I went to see her last year, in year 1, she shuffles in to the union at Wichita State, and she won't even look at me. I said, Megan, what's going on? She goes, you're going to be really mad at me. I said, why is that? You dropped out of school? You found a guy, and he's taking you away? What am I going to be mad at you about? She goes, I changed my major. She went to be a social worker. I said, what did you change to? I want to be a physician's assistant. And I knew she loved science. I said, doesn't surprise me. So why'd you change? She goes, have you seen what a social worker makes? But she wants to help people. Does that make sense? And she changed over. That's what we're after in this. Don't ask a kindergarten, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a fireman and a policeman and a pro athlete and a gamer. Right? They just make up stuff. You know, I can go out to your schools and I can ask seniors and juniors that. And you know what they love to say? I'm going to college and I'm making stuff up. Because that's what they expect us, they want us to hear. Because if they say I'm going to college and I'm going to be an engineer, we'll get off their back. And we're going to show you later that that's not what we're after in this. We're after trying to help them find who they are. That's hard. It's even hard for us as adults. We think in terms of occupations. What we're trying to find out is who we are. If I like to work with numbers, and I want to deal with that, I probably am not going to switch over, probably, and say to you 5 years into that, I want to join the Peace Corps. They're opposite sides. So that's IPS.